Hi, how's everyone doing today? It is Monday, Labor Day, and I know I skipped Sunday Fun Day, but this is Monday Fun Day. It's Labor Day. A big shout out, a big salute to the hardworking men and women out there. Not only just the veterans, the ones overseas, of course, the ones stateside, but also to you, firefighters, policemen, teachers, doctors, nurses, construction workers, road workers. I work manufacturing, to the manufacturers out there, to the freaking artists, cooks, chefs, you name it. It is your day to day, and I hope you have a good one. If you have it off, if not, I'm sorry. But take some time to enjoy yourself, at least. All right. With that in mind, I had a Sunday Funday video, and gosh dang it, I was always doing something here in the kitchen. Normally that's why I'm in here. I tell Mrs. B-Rad that I am cleaning and I'm really just screwing off. Well, I mean I do clean, but anyway, don't say anything. Yesterday I had a video all done. Well, almost done. I did not charge my phone. I was actually, me and Miss B-Rad did something we normally don't do. We went to the chili beer festival, I guess, and it highlights here where I'm from, local breweries around the surrounding areas. And I happened to stumble across one, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've been wanting to go around to some of the local breweries and give them a try, see what they got, you know. I mean, I've been around to a few, but I hadn't been around to all of them, and believe it or not, it's pretty popular nowadays. You know, the brewing of beer, beers is very popular, and a lot of good brewers are in the game right now. I mean, we have a lot of talent here in Wichita, Kansas. And, hey, you guys do a fantastic job, and I'm not just saying that. I'm giving my honest opinion as a consumer. B-Rad's Business Reviews, check it out. It's on Facebook. All right, let's get down to it. I had this all planned out with this beer I found at the liquor store. I did one on Friday or Saturday, whatever, so that's an extra one. You can check that out. And what do you call it? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought, and I'm just winging this today. Like I said, I intend to. It's coming across Marine Corps birthday, so let's drink out of the Marine Corps whiskey glass. Why not? Nothing says anything like drinking beer out of a whiskey glass. We're gonna do some sampling of some great beer today. I had this different beer, but I want to review this also beer from an Aeroplanes Brewing Company right here in Wichita, Kansas. It is Marine Corps owned and operated by a Gunnery Sergeant Lance. I call him Gunnery Sergeant Lance just out of respect because the man spent 20 years in the Marine Corps babysitting. That's what he said. That's the reason why he got out. And I understand nowadays millennials with the phones in their hands and they can't put them down. So hopefully, if you can't put it down, you are watching me telling you some good beer and everything. The beer that I have in the fridge is, I purchased a growler from the place, and I sampled several beers. And I'm not really a dark beer person, but my taste buds have changed a little bit. And, dude, I love this beer. Has great taste. Great flavors coming from it. Has a good look. Good smell, all that. But seeing is believing. So we are going to... Let's give this a look. Now, one thing I want to give my review on is, and I don't know if we can see it right here. But I love the fact that we are in Wichita, Kansas, the aeroplane manufacturing of the world. And in his logo, aeroplanes. Then he's got that. Okay, planes. That's spelt wrong. Well, no, it's not. Planes. Kansas has, we are nothing but plains land. Okay, we're pretty much flat with some rolling hills and everything. And that's what that is. Okay, we're in the aerospace capital of the United States and probably the world for that fact. And we are also in Kansas, which is filled full of plains. And his logo is quite catchy. Let's get a good look at the growler. It's a nice looking growler. Nice and sleek right here. This logo is a nice, clean, and simple logo. Something I'd be proud to wear around. I mean, you know, I could go buy some, some swag from this place or whatever, and I'm not even getting paid for this. So, with that in mind, let's get to the sampling. All right, like I said, this is a dark beer. This is the Delano Dunkel. Okay. So let's give her. I'm sure I'm going to be done with this growler here probably. I don't know. Maybe today. I don't know. It's really good. I'm telling you. We've got. It's got a great head on it. It's got it's got a really dark, consistent color. For those that you don't like dark beers, give this beer a try. I'm not a big dark beer fan, but I did. Dark beer sometimes, I don't know what it is in it. I'm not for sure. And but the brewmaster, I talked to him for quite a while. I figured out his name. I'm sorry. Great guy, very knowledgeable, and gave up a career at the age of 40 to pursue being a brewmaster, and pretty much starving himself to death for about 6-7 years to learn from one of the industry's best. And with that, he comes back to Wichita, Kansas to brew for Gunny Lance. And very smart move. Let's give it a try. For one, I gotta say it's very smooth. It goes down very smooth. It's believe it or not, this beer has like a root beer taste. Kind of a sweet, taste. I mean, you can still taste, I don't know, whatever's in this, man. Honestly, I am learning how this process goes. I do know color, smell, the head of the beer, and everything is a big player in beer reviews. It's got great taste, man. I'm just, for dark beer, man, it's nice and it's smooth. It goes down just. There, we gave it a little bit of chuggability test. I like it. It's nice and smooth. It doesn't give you a big aftertaste in your mouth, which is a big one. The aeroplanes, I'm just gonna give the whole aeroplanes a review right now. Aeroplanes Brewery in Wichita, Kansas. Me and the wife go there. The building. It's an old nostalgic building you come across. It's got the great, Aeroplanes logo smack dab out front. He's got a big patio out front for, when it's nice outside, you can freaking drink some beers, smoke some cigars, or do whatever you're doing outside. And then you go inside and you have this really nice, clean looking, well put together, polished concrete floors, the open ceilings, the bar. Love it. The bar is made up of a wing of an old, I don't know, I think a Beechcraft plane maybe? Something like that. But the whole bar is the wing of a plane. And then not to mention, Gunny Lance served with some gentlemen that lost their legs in Afghanistan. and he vowed that if they ever came to his bar, that they'd be able to sit at the bar with no problem. And he's got a little section of the bar at the end that moves up and down. So no matter if they're, I don't know, wheelchaired or whatever, it's going to accommodate anybody who has a handicap of any sort. But he did that especially for his brothers that lost a little something over in Afghanistan. And I do salute those guys that, come back and they don't come back all whole. I'd have to say you probably never come back whole when you go over to any conflict in the world, but you do the best you can to just live and forget about things. And, you have brothers and sisters. That's another thing, hey, we can talk about. We lose 22 veterans a day due to suicide, and if you're struggling with that, give a friend a call, give a brother a call, give another Marine Corps brother a call, give another veteran a call, give a family member a call, your best friend, go get a service dog, do something. There is a shit ton of things you can do to get some help. We don't want to lose you. So this is the most serious I've ever been on this deal. And I tell you what, I was making some tacos yesterday, some shredded chicken tacos, my specialty, and I was also making salsa, kind of salsa Sunday. I'm obsessed with kind of perfecting my salsa technique, my salsa recipe, not technique. But I do have some tacos here. Let's see what they taste like and how well it pairs with this beer. All right, I just took a way bigger bite than I anticipated. It actually, I don't know if this is correct. I know dark beers are supposed to go with certain meats and stuff like that. It most definitely goes well with a chicken, and I had a soft taco with my homemade salsa, a little bit of sour cream and cheese. Delicious, pairs very, very well with it. And kudos. Let me finish with the inside of the Aeroplanes Brewery. He made the up and down wing for his buddies that lost their legs in Afghanistan. If I got that wrong, I'm sorry. But he is trying to accommodate others, which is very, very humble. I mean, hey, everyone needs to friggin' relax a little bit. And I love the fact that, a brother of mine has opened up a brewery. Man, I've always wanted to open up a brewery, I ain't gonna lie. Now, I told him, I said, mine would be a little bit more devil dog orientated, but there's nothing wrong with that. He has a great catchy play on aeroplanes in the air capital of the world, and right here in Kansas, a little Kansas pride. And 20-year veteran did a fantastic job with this business. The logo. You sit down at this bar, you have a great selection of beers. I mean, there's got to be, I don't know, 14, 15 different beers you can choose from. Okay, not only do they have beers, but the brewmaster has crafted freaking like 2 or 3 sodas. He's got a root beer, a black cherry. I think he may have something else, I'm not sure. But he's also very proud of those, and Mrs. B-Rad thought she would sample those. Man, they were delicious. He was right. Very prideful in what he does. These guys are nothing but a class act. Very prideful, very humble, and do a very good job on the product and the marketing that they do for this beer. Okay? Now, they are in some liquor stores, and that's probably something very hard to do, especially for a beer company that's only been in business for 2 years. And their anniversary date is November 10th, the Marine Corps birthday. Hoorah! So, with that, let's review the next beer. Alright. The next beer. Gotta move a gallon of milk for this one. Next beer is a good beer. Like I said, I've done already samples most of these, and then some of the ones that I sample, I really don't want to do a review on, but I do anyhow because I like to pass on my knowledge of beer to you. You make the decision. Maybe I can help guide that decision. Okay, says Oktoberfest German style lager, independently handcrafted, 5.1% alcohol by volume. Durango, Ohio, SK Brewing Company. I don't know where, or I don't know if that. Oh, Colorado. I'm sorry, not Ohio, Colorado. It says CO. Didn't even know there was a Durango, Colorado. But if you can look at that, I bought it for the crazy ass can. I mean, it looks like something in Alice in Wonderland / I don't know. You got a skeleton that took his head off, and then it looks like his horse just shit fire. So I thought, what a combination! They got to make a good beer. Plus, German lager, man. Germans can make some beer, okay? So can Marines. Hoorah! All right, let's wash this out. That way we're not tainting the taste of this. All right. This is a lager, and to me, I mean, lagers are a little bit lighter in color, but this one's got a nice amber. It's got a nice head on it. I don't know. I think I'm smelling a lot of maybe hop, wheat, some caramel taste. Some woody smells. Maybe, like I said, I'm just getting used to this, but it's got a real kick in the mouth taste. It's got a lot going on, I guess, but it's nice. It seems to be nice and smooth going down. Doesn't leave a big aftertaste at all, but it's got some good flavors going on in there. I will say that, and let's just see. Hey, chuggability. I know I'm not chugging the whole beer, but I promise you, none of these beers that I have drank today are harmed in any way. Please, not harmed in any way. And for once in my life, if you're a hipster out there and you live in the Wichita, Kansas area, please go check out Aeroplane's Brewery. I'm sure it'll be hipstery enough for you. I mean, the place is freaking amazing. Great logo, great product. And my B-Rad's business consumer reviews were based upon because I got tired of getting screwed around. I got tired of getting bad service at bad businesses. And what I want to do was tell people about reputable business anywhere I go. Not just in the Wichita area, but if I happen to travel outside, hey, I want to let them know. I want to let them know that Olive Garden gave me shitty business. I want to let people know because that's what it's about. So, with that in mind, that is a great beer. The Oktoberfest German style Jaeger. Gosh, I'm thinking about Jägermeister. Honestly, I've got in my fridge. Man, maybe that's what I'll do. Independently handcrafted Durango, Colorado. SKA Brewing, give them a try. I love the crazy ass logo they got on it. Nice packaging. That's what caught my eye, and it's really a good beer. So it's very well worth giving it a try. Yes, I would drink a 6-pack of this easily. So, with that in mind, let's get on down to this salute. Like I said at the beginning of this video, every hard-working man and woman out there, no matter what you do. Well, if you're sitting in an office, not really doing a whole lot of shit, then I guess Labor Day means a little something to you. But I am a hard-working manufacturer. I love freaking America. I'm a 2-time USMC combat Marine. And this one is to all you hard-working motherfuckers out there who make this. And I thought it was appropriate. We were going to drink the Lead Slingers bourbon, made in Moore, Oklahoma, made by veterans. And this is Labor Day. And it's for all those motherfuckers that work so hard to make this country great, to make your life great, to make everything great about the America. America! Hoorah. And we will be drinking that. We will be drinking it out the skull of our enemies. Arrgh. And I'd just like to say thank you so much for anyone at work who watches this. Okay, because I know a lot of people at work. Mike Allen, Jesus Espinoza, Kenny Blake, Brian Falcon, Paul, please. And Massimo Flavor, my Marine Corps brother, and Brad Lance, my Marine Corps brother in 1-7, that we served a little time in Somalia dealing with the skinnies over there. So this one is to everyone who works their ass off to come home, keep the roof over your family's head, food in the refrigerator, and everything else that comes with that. And of course, motherfucking Chesty Puller. Mad Dog 2020. Hoorah. Woo! Thank you so very much. I am honored to patronize another brother's establishment. Great establishment. I love everything about it. It's definitely someplace I will patronize more. And for anybody out there, please go to Aeroplanes Brewing. Great place. And let me say this. They serve snacks. They don't serve food. But they do have food trucks come by. Sweet Willie's Barbecue goes there sometimes. Very good choice. Wife had some hummus there. I'm not really a hummus person, of course. You can just look at me and tell. I'm not trying to eat anything that's that healthy, but I tried some. It was very delicious. And she loved it. And there was customers besides that had some type of chicken, buffalo chicken dip or something like that. And it looked pretty tasty. And so everything going on in this place is great. Great atmosphere, great products, great service. His brewmaster, freaking awesome guy. The guy knows his shit. And I know Lance knows his shit. So give these guys a try. And not to mention, the Oktoberfest German style lager. SKA Brewing.com is where I guess you find that stuff at. Independently crafted. And hey, it's good shit. Thank you so much for watching this episode of B-Rad's Beer Review. Please, I don't know, wherever it is, subscribe, watch my videos. I thank you very much. And maybe someday someone will actually give me some free beers for doing beer reviews. That's all I ask. But I do it out. And for you guys, to try to steer you guys in the right direction. I do the hard work, I do the heavy lifting for you. All right. Thank you so very much. Simplify.